All right, I have a returning guest on the show. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you, man? Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you. Good to have you back on. The Russian Hellhound is back on the show. Um, I'm pretty sure you heard the interview I did with Sun Guy last month, and that kind of led into you coming back. I said, "Yo, man, we got some catching up to do. So let's go ahead and get into it." I see that you have a pro wrestling tees. You have a merchandise per se with some new T-shirts. Talk a little bit about that, man.
Uh, yeah, man. Beforehand, I had done all of my T-shirts independently. I did them all by myself. Trying times that's going on right now. People keep asking me for different stuff, and I'm like, well, the pro wrestling tee store, the opportunity opened up to pro designs, allow some people to get some other stuff without financial having to just make those big runs. It's not even that they're super expensive. It's just the setup can end up getting costly. When you're trying to do 3 or 4 designs at once, it's overwhelming. So to just roll out the pro wrestling tee store, to just roll out several of the designs that were out there that people were asking to be released, and just trying to give the people what they want.
Absolutely, man. And so, obviously, independent wrestling is on a hiatus due to the pandemic, and these performers won't get to, compete. Shows will not be able to run for a while. So the best way you can help these shows, help these wrestlers during this pandemic, is buy their merch. If they got shows streaming on the internet, go purchase that if you are financially able. You have these awesome shirts. And I'm definitely gonna buy me one. I think I'm gonna buy the black and red one. I think it's the Petrov Bites T-shirt.
Yes.
That's dope. That's a dope shirt.
Amazing. Thank you. A good friend, Z-Manzilla, up here in Seattle, he hooked me up with that. I just kind of just let him do his thing, and that was the end result. So for anybody that's listening, that's just if you tend to let your artist just kind of do their thing with your vision, you'll be so much more happier than stuff that you envision most of the time.
That is true. Definitely takes some collaboration. It definitely takes some trust, obviously. And from the looks of these shirts, he did a real good job. He did a real good job putting these together. Um, I want to talk about. I also want to talk about some your 2020. Some of the shows that you were able to do before things got shut down. You have any moments, some highlights from the wrestling that you was able to do?
Uh, I didn't get to do a whole too lot before everything got shut down. I mean, I had probably 8 open booking weeks out of the year up till that point. The most memorable thing is I would have to say when I wrestled my last match that I did get to wrestle against Draven Vargas. He's a good cat, great hand in the local Pacific Northwest area. If you're a promoter listening to this, you should reach out to him and see if you can bring him on your show. He'll elevate literally anybody on your show. But we were getting into a match, and, we never wrestled before, so we were going to shake hands before the match, and he didn't want to because I didn't have hand sanitizer on, and it was just weird. So, I go to shake his hand, and he ducks and dodges. He goes and gets some hand sanitizer and put it on. I told him, I said, I'm clean. He said, what? I said, I'm sanitized. He said, what? And I got mad. I stomped my feet, and I yelled out the sterile. Yeah, that did me great favors. That whole crowd just erupted and started out, you are sterile shit.
That is hilarious. Them hand sanitizers, those are hard to find these days. Uh,
Yeah.
it's like you go to a grocery store, and you go to the cleaning supplies, you know, and that's one of the odd things. But that's not the odd thing to me that hand sanitizers are selling out. The odd thing to me is toilet paper. It's like, why are they selling that quickly? I don't know. That remains a mystery, even though we're like few months into this pandemic. But what did I know? I don't know. It's odd. Like, of all the things to want out in the store, it's that. Uh, so as you performers wait to get back, is there anyone in particular, any wrestlers, that you are so eager to get in the ring with once everything resumes?
Oh man, yeah. I was set to wrestle Supreme. Just deathmatch. Basically, rest in peace. He passed away yesterday from a heart attack. I was so looking forward to getting into the ring and doing a death match with Supreme. Unfortunately, due to the circumstance beyond all of our control, that will not happen. But I am considering a backup plan, and nobody ever replaced Supreme. But I feel that this match needs to take place in tribute to Supreme, and you'll get the exclusive scoop here. Like, I am mentally preparing myself to call out Schlack.
All right, that's what's up. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Once everything resumes. So wrestlers, entertainers, athletes, they got stories behind their nicknames. You call yourself the Russian Hellhound. What made you go with that nickname? Was it your idea? Was it the promoter's idea? How did you become the Russian Hellhound?
So it's a collaborative effort and collaborative effort there, just flat out. So, like one of the early managers that I worked with, when they wanted me to get ready to wrestle a match, they're like, well, you need to pick out a name. So I asked the manager. He gave me 3 names. One of them was Draco. I think the other one was Boris. And then he said Gregor Petrov, which is the only one he threw out there that had 2 names. So that name sounded good. So we went with that. And then just my in-ring style, the fans, commentators, other wrestlers, they would just refer to me as like, you're just a pit bull out there. You're just aggressive. You're on them. You're intense, and they just kept calling me a pit bull and a pit bull. And I'm a huge fan of pit bulls. I own 2, and I did not feel comfortable with going out there and being called a pit bull and doing these gnarly things. And I don't want to bring any type of negative attention to pit bull breeds. So I said, come to think about it, and nobody's ever going to try to non-villainize a hellhound.
That will work.
So we tried it out, did a couple things to match that gimmick, created a terribly intense vibe, and that's just the road we've been traveling since.
That's awesome, man. Nice way to go with it, for sure. So, again, man, Pro Wrestling Tees, go to his store, go buy a shirt. If you're able, do what you can to support these independent wrestlers during this time. Just get their spirits up. Do what you can. Do if you're financially able to, go buy the merchandise, go buy autographs, T-shirts, or whatever they have available. They would definitely appreciate that. So man, it's so good to hear from you. Good to see. It's been a few years since I've last had you on the show, and I
Man,
was
we came a long way too, brother.
yeah, and a son guy introduced me to you, and I've been a fan of yours ever since. And you was one of the people, and you was one of the wrestlers that congratulated me and this show for the 9 year anniversary, which was last month. So I appreciate that. Um,
Yes, congratulations again on that, man. 9 years. That's going strong.
yeah,
Like,
and huge appreciation to independent wrestling being a huge factor that the show is still ongoing to this day. So I'm forever thankful. I'm looking forward to year number 10. Hopefully things will, this things will get near the normal that we are used to, but we'll wait and see for that. Man, it was great chatting with you, getting caught up with you. Thank you so much. Um, until you get back in the ring and compete, just be safe out there, man.
absolutely. Make sure you DM me and anybody listening, like right now, up to the first 25 shirts that are being sold on my pro wrestling tees. If you message me with the proof of purchase for a T-shirt, I will mail you one of my high-quality lapel pins from Hey.
Wow, that's a special right there. So, first 25 people to purchase a T-shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees, you get something extra. So I will go to ProWrestlingTees.com right now and go look for Petrov bites and go buy a shirt and get yourself some extra. Great chatting with you, man, and we'll chat again soon.
All right, thank you. You take care, Kenny. Congratulations on your Triple Threat radio show. 9 years is a big achievement.
Much love, man. You have a good night.
All right, later.
All right, bye-bye. That was the Russian Hellhound, Petrov, joining me on the show.